Hey there everybody and welcome. My name is Rick Utzer here with Airgun Web, your home for old school airgun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Today I'm bringing you a GRiP review. In fact, it's not a complete review, but it is a GRiP video, and we are going to be looking at the new DAR Gen 3 25 count. Now, we will have a full review of this coming up. I'm going to try and get one for Angie. Hopefully she can get one and do her magic, do her full GRiP review. But I've got one to play with here for a little bit. We're going to just start doing some testing. Now, I'm wearing a mic that's probably picking up some wind noise, and I'm doing that on purpose because normally I wear a mic that you can't tell we got wind. Well, we got wind, guys. It is West Texas, and we're still getting a good bit of wind, and it comes and goes. So I just want you guys to kind of hear what we're dealing with. Today it's coming right at us about 2 o'clock, coming out of the east, which is nice because we get a nice breeze and it is hot today. But we're going to still shoot this video and we're going to have a lot of fun. One of the things I noticed when I got the opportunity to talk to the person that's actually bringing all of this together, and I really heard in their voice they have a real passion for the sport. And I get excited about products when those that are developing them are about the sport. Well, they're about the money too, right? But they're also about the sport and making really good products that we as enthusiasts and air gunners are going to love and enjoy. So that's definitely happening here, which gets me very excited. Obviously, people got to make money, they got to pay the bills, but when you can join that with something you love to do, that's pretty awesome. I shot this a few days ago, just testing it out, and I need to make sure my scope is set and ready to roll. I don't think I had a pellet in there, or at least I hope I didn't. Let me go ahead and just clear it because the mag had something in it. We have got our 25-4s here. We're going to take some shots. We're going to do it on camera because I'm bringing you guys along with my testing. And we're going to see if I need to adjust the scope. And then we're going to shoot probably some 5-shot groups. And the reason I'm doing 5-shot groups is I want to see how this gun does for the PyramydAir Sub MOA contest. And I'll measure my groups and we'll see how they do. I got 3 pellets here on the table. I've got the 25-4s, I've got the Hades, and I've got the Mark II heavies. So I figured if we shot those today, we'd get a good idea of what this gun can do with 25 cal pellets. We'll also then deal with slugs at a later date, and I'm going to reach out to H&N because I don't really have any H&N pellets in 25, but I definitely want to get some. All right, so I'm going to set up on the center bowl just a sight, and I am shooting over a crony, so hopefully we'll get some numbers too. Okay. All right.
868.
All right, that's a good velocity for a starting point here. We're just a little left of center too. Let's see.
869. 865. 865. 866. 864.
Okay. 6 shots. Let me just do 10 shots, I guess. We'll finish this out. And then we'll shoot some 5-shot groups. I don't think I need to change the scope. Do you? I'm a little left, but that should be fine.
865. 861. 869. 868.
Route. Okay, so definitely still on the reg. I don't know what our numbers here. Extreme spread so far is 8 feet per second. Standard deviation is 2. Foot pounds is 41, 42 and a half. That's pretty good, guys. Okay, so what have I done so far with this gun? I've shot it. Now, I did hear from, and I mentioned this on the live when I was talking to, again, the guys that are bringing this in, the person in specific who's in charge of this deal. he said, now look, we packed this in a lot of oil. Please clean the barrel before you do any shooting because you need to. And so I have cleaned the barrel. They told me right up front I was going to need to do it, so I did that. And I have adjusted the trigger. I wanted to see how easy it was to do that. It was very easy. There was 2 adjustments. One in the front deals with travel, as far as first stage travel, and the one in the back deals with second stage travel. So I was able to take all the second stage creep completely out. I don't know what it's breaking at, but it is like super crisp. I mean, it is just on it, which is exactly the kind of trigger I love. I don't mind if there's a little pull weight there. That doesn't bother me. I just cannot stand second stage travel, like a long second stage travel. Don't like it. I want to bring it back to that second stage, and then I want to have a very crisp release. I got that with this, with like 2 minutes of tinkering with the trigger, and it was there. So super impressed. Let's do 2 5-shot groups for accuracy, and then I'll probably fill this up and we'll go ahead and switch pellets, and we'll see. I'll use my center bulls for sighting. So the column in the center we'll use for sighting our different pellets if we need to make changes to the scope. And then the outside bulls we'll use for our Sub MOA contest. And we'll see if we can shoot Sub MOA with this. Now again, I'm shooting at 25 yards because I always start close, figure out what works, and then start stretching it out, especially if you've got environmental conditions that can throw your shots off. Just rather get a good handle for the gun up close and then start stretching it out later. We will, of course, take this to 50 yards. This is going to be a 50-yard gun, easy. And maybe 75 and 100, we'll see how it does. Okay, so top left bull. Okay, I'm going to do 5 shots. And we're going to stay right on the crony here. And we'll get a good idea of what kind of shot curve we're getting.
$857. $869. $861. $861. $860.
I've got a metal stand back there. I probably should move that. All right, so we had a little bit of variance there. Still doing pretty good though. We're gonna drop down to the target just below. By the way, this scope I'm using is one of their scopes. They're part of AIM Sports, and this is I'm shooting at like 12, but it goes all the way up to 27 power. So this is a 4.5 to 27, really nice scope. And I'm at 27 power now, and it's clear as a bell. It does get more restrictive on your eye position, and I wish this maybe had a little bit of an adjustable cheek piece, but I'm able to get right in on it. Let's see if it changes my point of impact at all.
$863. $855. $864. $863. $860.
Okay. So we've got 20 shots in. Let's see where we are in the pressure curve, or pressure. I'm just under 150 bar, so I'm going to top this off. We're going to move on to our next pellet. Let's see what we got here, though. Extreme spread of 14, standard deviation of 4. I don't know exactly the price point on this. I think it's around $600 or so. But I really see this as an easy, like super easy competitor to the Marauder. And this, having shot a lot of Marauders, yeah, this one's got it. I think this got the Marauder beat pretty easily, given the regulator. That's getting good power. We're 42 and a half foot-pounds. Doing a really good job there. All right, let's shoot some Hades here. As far as the fill rate or fill pressure goes, it takes 3,000 PSI. I like the fact that we have a gun that is not pushing the limits of fill capacities. You can actually have a carbon fiber tank. You can fill this up, top this off several times and not have to have a compressor per se with you in the truck or the car or whatever, just to be able to shoot your air gun. I love the fact that we're dealing with a 3,000 PSI air gun. So that's very, very cool. I don't know quite the full shot count yet. Definitely more than 20, because I don't think we had come off the reg yet. But we'll get to those. We'll get to that part of the whole process here after we get some basic data. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and, just like we did before, we're going to do 10 shots just sighting in. I'm going to go for the top bowl. And I'm still on 27. I may bop down to like 23. Okay. All right, so let's see where these are hitting. These are the JSB Hades. Top bowl. Yeah, about the same spot.
817. 824. 825. 826. 817. 817. 819. 822. 827.
Okay.
825.
Then we're getting up to 40 foot-pounds. It looks like the heavier pellets aren't getting us quite as much energy. All right, but we're going to go ahead and shoot for accuracy now. I think the scope's fine. At least at 25 yards, I don't have to change my scope to shoot either pellet. It's kind of cool, because if you want to target practice with the 25-4s and then hunt with the Hades, if you're hunting probably inside 50 yards, you're going to be fine. And not have to even mess with the scope, which is cool. Okay, here we go. Top right bull, we're going to go there. It is warm today, goodness. Okay. All right, here we go.
$826. 822. 825. 823.
Oh, bummer.
825.
That definitely got away from me that last shot. That stinks. All right. We're going down to the next target below. Get this right in there. The action on this is really nice. I love the cocking handle on this gun. They've done a really good job with it. Super smooth.
$825. 823. 823. 822. 823.
Okay, let's take a look at the consistency on this bad boy. Nope, I don't want to duplicate the list. I'm going to look at this. Here it is. So 20 shots, extreme spread of 10, standard deviation of 3. Yeah, I think we've got a really nice reg working here. That is very impressive. I'm going to switch to the Mark IIs. I don't know if I have any groups yet that are going to qualify for Sub MOA, at least this PyramydAir's contest. These aren't Mark II heavies. I got to go find some. We are going to fill this up. I'll go hunt some Mark II heavies, and we'll be right back. Same drill. We're going to shoot 10 shots, 10-shot group, and then 2 5-shot groups, and see if anything's going to qualify for our Sub MOA contest at PyramydAir. Just as you guys, in case you guys wanted to know, the contest is open for anybody. Check it out. I'll have links in the video description. You don't have to have a PyramydAir gun. You can have any air gun you like. And I mean, read the rules, but I don't think it has to just be pellets. I think if you can shoot slugs too. So if I'm wrong, somebody will tell me. But it's a fun contest just to see what you can get out of your air gun. I think it's pretty cool. I also think it's pretty cool that people get an idea of just how hard it is to try and shoot 1/4 inch center to center at 25 yards. Beautiful thing about trying to shoot MOA or Sub MOA is it's proportional. So if you only have 25 yards, try and shoot 1/4 inch center to center. If you have 50 yards, try and shoot 1/2 inch center to center. If you have 100 yards, try and shoot 1 inch at 100 yards center to center. It's proportional, so the skill set's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Obviously, you got a lot more going on at 100 yards than you do at 25. I get that. That's why it's been such a thing for me to want to try and find a gun that will shoot MOA at 100 yards. I have not found one that, at least with me behind the trigger, I can do it with consistently. So I'm on the quest to make that happen, and I'm hopeful that over the rest of this year and next year, I'll find something that I can shoot MOA 9 at 8 or 9 times out of 10. I can get MOA or Sub MOA at 100 yards. That'd be awesome. Okay, so we're on to the Mark IIs. Another quick aside here. If you guys catch my live shows, Tuesday nights, 6:30 Mountain Time, everybody still asks me, how am I doing with the battery compressor? Well, I've got some footage. My sister can throw it in there, some B-roll. The thing's going great, man. I absolutely love that little compressor. One of the best pieces of equipment that I have in my arsenal that allows me to do what I do. I don't have to haul anything out here to the range. I don't have power out here. So to bring here, I either have to bring a gas-powered compressor, or I got to drag an extension cord from the range building, which is solar. So trying to run a compressor off solar is a challenge. This, just keep the batteries charged up, walk out here, put it on the table, and I'm filling my gun, 3,000 PSI. Gosh, it really works well. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's grip my mic here. All right, so we are gonna go bottom center and shoot our 10 shots here. Okay. All right, I want to get comfortable. I don't want to be fighting the rest. Okay, here we go. Okay, 38.8 foot-pounds, so definitely it likes a little bit lighter as far as energy goes. And we've got wind now coming almost straight across. You guys can see it and hear it probably.
$723. $724. $715. $725. $727. $731. $726. $724. $738.
Okay. We got a little bit of a spread on that. So far we're sitting at 23 foot per second spread. It's been the least consistent pellet so far, and a standard deviation of 6. Let's go ahead and shoot our accuracy groups and see what we wrap up with. I mean, I haven't had to change the scope. Obviously it's pushing a little bit left. I don't know if that's wind or just the travel of the pellet because it's a different pellet. But everything's grouping. We really haven't had any flyers. I mean, a little bit of like slightly off on the Hades. I had one kind of get away, but I mean, we've got pellets stacking into the same hole or just cutting a bigger hole, which is pretty impressive. This gun, I did clean the barrel, adjusted the trigger. That's all I've done to it. I haven't tried to adjust any settings. I just shot it, and that is pretty awesome. Okay, I'm going to shoot the two bottom targets. I'm going to shoot the bottom left first and then the bottom right, and then I'll keep everything nice and separate. Next time I'll just do that. Go left to right instead of up and down. All right, well, all right, here we go.
$734. $726. $728. $730. $726.
We're going to move to the right side. Right bottom.
$725. $727. $726. $731.
Okay.
$734.
I am going to bet money that last shot's going to be, or that last group's going to be easily going to class as Sub MOA, without a shadow of a doubt. Let me go grab that target. I'll measure all my groups. I'll come back on camera and wrap this up. Okay, everybody. So how did we do? First off, let's take a look at the consistency on that last group with the Mark IIs. We had like the first shot of 718, and then it started to go up. Then we had a 715 around shot 4. So I might have been just a teeny bit over full, but I don't know. But regardless, it gave us our best groups on the paper, so who cares? Extreme spread was 23 feet per second. Standard deviation dropped to 5 feet per second. So cross 20 shots, pretty good. Take out some of those anomalies and maybe the one at the top, and it's where the other ones were. So I don't know. Maybe I had a little teeny too much air in it, or maybe I had some funny pellets, or who cares? Again, like I was saying, who cares? Because they gave us our best group. So let's start with the first set, which was our 25 4s. Right here in the center, we shot 10-shot group of 0.39. Wind's picking up pretty good shape. And then we have our groups up here. Top group was 0.31. The bottom group opened up, that was 0.44. All right, so expectations, generally speaking, for an average air gun, like a typical air gun, a PCP, let's say, I'm really looking at 2 MOA. If I can get 2 MOA out of my air gun, I'm pretty happy. That's half an inch at 25, an inch at 50, and 2 inch at 100. I'm pretty stinking happy. I mean, those are my expectations. I know that the market and the industry has greater expectations these days than, say, I do. But realistically, if I'm spending $500, $600, $700 for an air gun and I can consistently get 2 MOA out to 100 yards, I'm tickled. That is hunting accuracy. That's everything I need my air gun to do. If I'm like going after like ultra precision, then MOA is what you want. And it's hard. Shooting MOA or Sub MOA is really, really tough. And I hope that this contest PyramydAir has going is going to show people just how tough it is. On the Hades, they didn't do quite as good. We got a 0.47 10-shot group. We got a 0.41 and a 0.39. Pretty consistent. It's actually a little bit more consistent than the 25 4s because they spread out on that last group. Now let's drop down to the Mark II heavies because they gave us our best results. Didn't quite have the same energy. We're about 40 foot-pounds. had a greater spread, but they delivered the best accuracy. It's funny, recently I mentioned in one of the videos that oftentimes when I'm shooting a gun to start, I don't actually put a chrony on it because I don't want a perception that I hear a larger spread make me think the gun's not going to be as accurate. Because here's an example of the worst spread gave us the best groups. Okay, now it's not a terrible spread. I mean, it's really pretty good, but it's still one of those things where I don't want that to taint my perception. I want to just shoot the gun, get what I get, and then I'll get the data later. So that's how I like to do things. But here's we look at the heavies. 10-shot group gave us 0.35 center to center. Our first group gave us, it was close, it was a 0.31. And that last group, like I said, I thought pretty sure that was going to be easily Sub MOA, and it was. It's a 0.12, so that is most definitely Sub MOA. We're not talking 0.25, we're talking 0.12 center to center. Absolutely pretty awesome. Now, if we could do that 9 out of 10 times, wouldn't that be great? We are going to do some more work with this gun, obviously. We're going to be, we'll do trigger pull, DB, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be stretching it out to 50 yards, beyond if we can get it to work, or it's shooting well for me, or I can shoot it well, however that goes. We are going to test some slugs. We've got a lot of things we're going to be doing with this gun. I want to say thank you to DAR for sending it. They're really cool that they sent this out, for supporting Gateway to Airguns. This video is brought to you by Gateway to Airguns and the GRiP review program. I know normally you see Angie and she's much better to look at than I am, no doubt. But I like doing these videos too, so I thought I'd sneak one in. But guys, if you're interested about this, I have the links in the video description about the optic or the gun, the pellets, all that kind of stuff. If you're interested about DAR, check them out on their website. Again, links will be in the video description. And gosh, they're on GTA, so if you have questions, you can actually reach right out to them, which is awesome. So if you're not a member of the GTA, check them out. It's gatewaytoairguns.org. So that's going to be it for now. My name is Rick Utzler here for Gateway to Airguns and the GRiP review program. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.